Hi, 4th grade, it's Mrs. Boswell, and we're going to be doing Module 6, Lesson 3. And it says today we're going to represent mixed numbers with units of tens, ones, and tenths with place value discs on the number line and an expanded form. So we're going to start here. If you notice over here, I have these coins or these discs, and they're 0.1 or 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. So these are all in tenths. Okay, these are all 1/10. Let's see if I can group them and see if I can get groups to equal 1. How many of them will I need to circle to make a group of 1? If you said 10, you're correct. So I'm going to count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's my first group. But what does this first group represent? It represents 1. Okay, do I have another group of 10? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's another one. And that also equals 1. But then I have this lonely one down here, and so that represents 0.1. If I put those all together, they all together equal 2.1. Or I could also write it as 2 1/10. So I can write it in my mixed fraction, or I can write it in decimal form. And we're going to do that again today. But we're just adding our discs. So we're really looking at that expanded form. So 1 plus 1 plus 0.1 equals 2.1 or 2 1/10. Okay, we're going to show another way. Over here, these discs represent, they're in groups of, if you said 10, you are correct. Okay, they represent 10. Okay, so how many groups of 10? So they're worth 10. How many groups are there? There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't really make them a group of 10, but I could do 10 times how many? 4 equals what? 40. Okay. Here we're bringing in multiplication of that expanded form. Okay, so I have, these are equals 10. How many do I have of them? 4. 10 times 4 is 40. Let's add 2 more coins to this one. So I still have my same set here. So I know that this is 10 times 4, right? Plus, I have this set over here. Here's that expanded form. These are worth 1. So if I put that in brackets, what are they worth? 1. How many do I have? 2. I'm going to multiply those. Okay, this is just my expanded form. So I know that 10 times 4 is 40. Plus, what's 1 times 2? It's 2. And 40 plus 2 equals 42. So what do I have represented here? 42. Now I took this another step further. I have my 4 tens, my 2 ones, but now I have my tenths. 1/10, 1/10, 1/10, or 0.1. Okay, so let's see what I have. Let's go ahead and do that expanded form, right? So these are all worth 10. So 10, and because there's 4, so 10 times 4. I'm going to put plus signs in here. It kind of helps me keep it separated, equals, right? So, and I have my plus sign. I need to bring it down. I have 2 1s, so I'm going to take 1 times 2. Make sure you put it in the parentheses. Okay, those parentheses are important. Okay, over here, what do I have? These are all worth 0.1, right? And I'm going to multiply them. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 of them. Equals what? Okay, so we're going to solve each of these. And we're going to continue to bring down that plus sign. Okay, 10 times 4 is 40. Plus 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, plus 0.1 times 6 is 0.6. Okay, and now we're just going to add all of those together. 40 plus 2 plus 0.6 is 42.6. Because the 4 and the 2 make 42 plus the 0.6 equals 42.6. So again, all we're really doing is just showing you the expanded form and using our discs to help us understand that expanded form. Because this is what you're going to be doing today on your assignment. We're going to turn this over and we're going to do an example. And we are going to solve, let's do 4.1, okay? So we're going to show that, I'm going to show that in decimal form, okay? And it wants to see it in a number line, mixed number form, so they're ones in fraction form, expanded form, and we're going to show that, and then how much more is needed to get to the next one, okay? So we're going to do our number line, okay? Here's my number line. I know that my number is 4, okay, plus that 1/10, okay, and this would get me, my next number is 5. So I need to know how many more I would need in there. So there's my 1/10. So there's your number line. That one's pretty easy, okay? Then it says mixed number form. Well, it already has my decimal form, 4.1. I know that is 4 and 1/10, because remember we're putting these in tenths, okay? If I did the expanded form, that would be, how many ones do I have? 4 times 1 plus, how many 1/10 do I have? I have 1/10 times 1, okay? Which equals 4 and 1/10. So that's with my mixed fraction. If I do it with decimals, it's 4 times 1, okay? Then it's 0.1 times 1, okay? And then equals, and there's my plus sign in there, right? So 4 times 1 is 4, plus my 0.1 times 1 is 0.1, which equals 4.1. All right, and then how many more would I need to get? Okay. Well, I know it's 1/10 and it takes 10 to fill it up. So 10 minus that 1 is 9. So it's 9/10. But don't forget to put in your decimal, which would also be 0.9. Okay, that one's pretty easy. What if I were to give it to you in the mixed fraction form? So if I have 32 and 5/10, okay? Well, let's put in our number line. I know my smallest number is going to be 32. So there's 32, and the next number would be 33. Good job. Okay, and I know halfway is 5, so I'm going to dot that, and it's 5/10, because remember there's 10 in between. So there's my 5/10. Okay, and I would write this in decimal. It would be 32.5. We're getting pretty good on that. Okay, how many more would I need to get? 5 plus what would get me to 10? Oh, another 5/10. Okay, that's pretty easy, or 0.5. Okay, so that is how much more it would take me to get. And you guys are going to be doing this on your worksheet, but here's where this comes in, is the expanded form. Okay, I'm going to take my ones are what? My ones are 32, so I'm going to take 32 times 1. Okay, and then I'm going to take 5/10. Okay, times 1/10. Okay, and that would, so plus those, right? Let me put that plus sign in there. Sorry, I forgot it in there. Okay, and this equals 32 and 5/10. So it's 32 and 5/10. If I were to do it in decimals, it would be 32 times our 1 again. And over here, 5/10 is 0.5 times 0.1 again, right? And don't forget your plus sign in there. So 32 plus 0.5 when I multiply it is 32.5. So what you're going to be doing today on your exit ticket is you're going to be doing more of the expanded form, writing it in your mixed fraction or your decimal, okay, using those number lines, okay, and then you can also be using your place value discs. Good luck today.